Hello, my name is Jared Welsh, and I'm a park ranger at Granite Mountain Hotshot Memorial State Park. I've been a park ranger here for about 2 years, but I've lived in Yarnell for most of my life. I grew up here in the area and was also here for the 2013 Yarnell Hill Fire. The Yarnell Hill Fire began on June 28th. It was caused by lightning. We have our monsoon storms here in Arizona, and that was the first storm that we had got that year. When the storm came in, the lightning struck the top of this mountain and it caused a fire that was roughly 50 acres. On June 29th, the fire progressed to about 500 acres. And then on the morning of June 30th, the fire was about 2,500 acres. When the fire could then change directions at 4:30, it began to encompass some of the town of Yarnell, and it grew to a maximum size of 8,500 acres. That's when the Hotshots lost their lives. This trail, I have to say, is a hard trail if you don't do a lot of hiking. I often tell people if you do a lot of hiking, I give it maybe a 6 out of 10 difficulty rating. It is 7 miles, average time is 4.5 hours, and there's an 1,800 foot elevation gain combined throughout the trail. But there's another perspective to it. There are 19 memorial plaques along the way, and I always tell people if you can at least make it up to the first bench, you get to see the first 3 plaques. And those were the leaders of the Granite Mountain Hotshot crew. Eric Marsh, the superintendent, Jesse Steed, the captain, and Clayton Whitted, the squad boss. That is a half-mile round-trip hike with a very small elevation gain and can be done with all shapes, sizes, and ages. Parking is very limited here at the Granite Mountain Hotshot Memorial State Park. There are only 12 parking spots, including a handicap ADA compliant spot. So what I recommend is that we have a shuttle that runs from May till October, our busy season. The shuttle is located in Yarnell at the Yarnell Fire District building and is operated by the firefighters from Yarnell, but is paid for by the state parks. It is no cost to you. So if you can, get here early enough, snag a parking spot, but if you don't, try to take the shuttle. It offers a unique experience. You get to meet the Yarnell firefighters as well. Here at the Granite Mountain Hotshot Memorial State Park, we only have 2 restrooms, and they are at the trailhead. This is a 7-mile trail. It's going to take you about 4 hours, and I recommend about a gallon of water. That's going to equate to you using the restroom. What I strongly recommend is you bring a bag and you pack out and what you pack in when you have to use the restroom. The other thing is this is a memorial trail. This is a memorial park. People are up here hiking and they tend to get emotional and they cry. One thing I have to say is do a little bit of your preparation and maybe bring a special bag just for your tissues. So that way you leave no trace. One of the other things that I can't stress enough is stay on the trail. Do not take shortcuts. That could be attributed to a lot of the damage that is done to the trail. So social trails is something that we refer to as when somebody takes a shortcut from one end of the trail to another. That creates a path of erosion, and that will destroy the trail and not preserve it for future generations. A lot of people are concerned with how wildfires start, and I think a lot of people might think that they either start naturally or they're started by somebody who is just negligent, and really it is both. In this particular fire, we had the lightning start the fire, and that was due to a low rainfall. We had severe drought that year. But one of the things I observed working at my park on Highway 89 is a lot of people that are towing their trailers are dragging their chains. That is one thing I cannot stress enough, is if you are towing a vehicle or a trailer, you need to pull over and do frequent safety checks to make sure your chains are not dragging, or you can find products such as non-ferrous metal or non-ferrous chains that can help you carry your load that will not create sparks. The other thing is if you're out during the season when there is no fire ban, you have to have 5 gallons of water with you, a shovel, and you have to have some sort of grate over your fire when you're out having a recreational campfire. So I get asked quite a bit, what makes this park so special? And I have to say that it is sacred ground. This is where the Hotshots lost their lives. It's a 3.5-mile journey from the trailhead back to where they lost their lives. And that ground is honored and protected. It's not only a recreational park, but it is a park where people come to pay their respect and show their honor. So I meet people from all walks of life. We've had firefighters from all over the world, from Japan to Germany to Iraq. So I have to say that this place is truly a melting pot of honor.